Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and this is another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got another one of the qualifiers from the HP Trophy 2 and well it is between TSLPolt, the blue Terran player in the left position, and Nanaki, who is the red Terran player in the right position. The map is dual site, the GSL version, and well, for those of you who aren't familiar with the map, I'm going to take a little tour of this now while the two players are going to go. So you've got a very narrow ramp to the main. The natural has two entrances. Now this is obviously really nice. There's also this kind of lava effect here, which basically means it prevents vision that way, but the two entrances are very much there. Third base, quite natural progression down to here. It is on low ground, which can be a bit awkward. Also, just due to the way it is all laid out, there's lots of intricate ways in and out of the base, so trying to get a good defense up can be quite awkward, defending all three bases at once. The fourth base, well, you're more likely to come down here for a fourth, which again, there's lots of different ways you can spread out, to be honest. I mean, obviously you can go here for a fourth, or you can go all the way over here, but then you're getting quite close to your opponent, etc. So lots of different ways you can expand on this map. The watchtowers are quite nice, quite a lot of big open space in the middle, but still lots of intricate attack paths, which can make for some very interesting play, interesting attack routes altogether. Now, just taking a look around here, we've got proxy barracks, or well, it's not really a proxy barracks, it's just a hidden barracks at the moment from Nanaki. So if Polt doesn't spot that, it could be a bit awkward. Now we do of course have the refinery coming out. That refinery was down before the barracks for Polt, suggesting that he is going for quite a gas heavy opening, so perhaps something like a Reaper is a possibility. That's one of the most likely things. Could also get a factory out quite soon, etc., which would then allow him to go into a starport should he want to. In terms of Nanaki, well, he is sending down that SCV. Now, judging by just the sheer amount of money he's got at the moment, it looks like he's not going to go for anything else too funky. He should get the orbital command starting literally as soon as the barracks is done, which is now. So there we go, orbital command, literally bang on. We may actually see a command center really early actually. So essentially, that barrack just being built down there is just to really confuse any kind of scout that could go off really soon. Now we will see the factory get scouted by Nanaki, which is very good. Basically knows that what is going to be going down, what's happening. The second gas is chucked down as well now, so Polt looking like he's going to stick more on one base. Meanwhile, we do have the first couple of Marines just coming out to defend this. We should see the command center chucked down any second by Nanaki. Literally know that because of the amount of minerals he's got available to him. So there we go. We should see a command center. There we go. Everything perfect. And in terms of the strategy early on, well, of course, the factory nearly finishing up for Polt. The second gas just getting done. No expansion going to be anytime soon for Polt. He's definitely sticking on one base for quite a while. Going to try and probably be quite aggressive. There's different things we could see. We could see Banshees, for example. The starport is on its way down now, and essentially just looking around the map, we've got the first two gas for Nanaki there. That barrack still just pumping our Marines steadily. No more in terms of production at the moment. Very macro heavy. The two gas will allow him to catch up in terms of the tech relatively quickly, but obviously Polt with his own two gas is going to be ahead for quite a while in terms of the tech tree, especially because he's already got his factory and starport nearly done. There goes down the tech lab, so we'll probably see a switch there, and almost certainly going to see, well, there's still different options. Obviously you could get a tank out, get a Viking from the starport for the vision, allowing some kind of nice siege mode type tech, but on dual site I don't think that's so necessary, because obviously the natural isn't on high ground, so that means the vision isn't hugely important of seeing up onto the high ground, so you can see different ways of doing that. And anyway, we do have the switch, so it's going to be Banshee Cloak on the way as well. We've got the factory moving across now, so this is all fairly standard play out of Polt, staying much more on one base. Should see some things start coming, a couple more Marines coming out, to be honest. There we go. We've also got the reactor coming down on the factory. Everything going pretty much to plan. We've got the reactor on the barracks there. We do have the factory coming down, so really Nanaki being very minimal in terms of what he's getting down, really just focusing more on the macro side of the game, and that's really reflected, it will be reflected in the worker count, because obviously now we do have Nanaki, who should be getting 2 workers at a time, compared to Polt getting just the 1. The 2 Marines as well is quite a big thing, because the 2 Marines or the 2 mules is a big thing, because it's just so much more. It's double the amount of muleage that Polt has available to him, and mules already very good at increasing the mineral income. So Nanaki actually doing a great job spending his money. Polt looking like he's going to come and expand now. He's got enough money for it, so we should see that expansion any second. The barracks and factory switching across. The first Banshee moving. We've got the command center throwing down there for Polt. The natural on its way. This Banshee should have a decent enough time. Neither of those. One command center does have enough energy for a scan those, so that could be the only problem. Cloak isn't quite finished yet, that bunker getting loaded up, and well, we do have a missile turret being thrown down already. That SCV will probably get focused down fairly quickly. A missile turret being built in the main though as well, so clearly Nanaki is quite confident in defending this. Marines getting picked off though, which is never really what you want. That second missile turret getting really trying to get thrown down there, but Polt consistently denying it. The scan somewhat wasted because he's not able to pick off the Banshee. Obviously the missile turret getting focused for the moment. Cloak still got plenty of energy left on it. Another scan goes down, so obviously these scans are all not mules, which means Polt is dealing economic damage even though he's not killing that many workers. Although 9 kills on that Banshee is not bad at all. We do have the second Banshee coming in round towards the main base, but with the 2 missile turrets there, it could be pretty tough. Now it looks like that Banshee going to really focus down the reactor, which is a very, very nice little win there, getting that reactor. Getting add-ons, they don't have much health, but can be very, very potent. Now, we do, of course, have a Banshee finding a nice little sweet spot where it's not getting hit by the missile turret, but we'll be able to basically kite those Marines. Meanwhile, the reactor already down. The barracks taking quite good damage. Polt, he's got his expansion up behind this. He's adding on 2 more barracks. He's got his first tank out. He's doing quite a nice job. Doesn't have siege mode even started yet. Now we do see the barracks moving back, trying to get a more defensive position. Meanwhile, this Banshee just taking a right pain. We do have a Viking out though now. That's going to be problems. But supply depots out of the range of the detection. A scan goes down, and this is just so many scans being forced right now out of Nanaki. The Polt is in a really nice spot, and if we look at the worker count, 26 to 31 now in Polt's favour. He's producing workers at the same rate. He's got more mules out. He hasn't missed any mules due to scans, so he's exactly where he wants to be. There's still 2 Banshees here in good positions, except they are now getting spotted. A Cloak goes down very, very quickly, and one Banshee running to the other one, which might not be the best idea. We do see the Viking getting shrugged off though. That's always plus times. We do have units moving across the map. We'll get scouted by that SCV though, so Polt looking to be in a good spot. He's a fair distance ahead in terms of the supply. He's also getting up his 3rd gas. That's compared to only, well, 2 gas down at the moment for Nanaki, who is really struggling to keep up. He's getting that factory down, but yet again another nice little angle of attack. You can see that tank get focused very, very fast. We have Polt moving forward. He doesn't have siege mode. He's just going in without any siege. He's going to focus down the siege tank. Would have been good to get that off first, but to be honest, Polt looks to be absolutely dominating right now. That bunker is getting repaired, but the Banshees just have too much damage with the Marines there, and everything getting completely taken out. This could be a very, very quick game. I expect to see a GG any second now, because Nanaki has lost all of his forces. Yes, there's a Viking there picking off the Banshee, but the Marines have just done too much already. So many workers killed, 25 to 35 workers in Polt's favour. The missile turret getting picked off, that means less detection. More waves of Marines coming in, another tank in there now. Does have siege mode as well. The barracks taken out, and to be honest, Nanaki is just so far on the ropes, under half the supply of Polt. The Viking is going to be frustrating, but the Marines covering the Banshee as best they can to try and prevent it getting taken out, because of course the Banshee does just have such good fire. The tank siege is up in a very nice spot. One Viking falls, the Banshee still up. We've got more reinforcements streaming across the map now. The Viking even landed there for Nanaki, trying to deal with this many Marines. The tank in a very defensive position, and to be honest, this is almost certainly GG right now. I don't see any way that Nanaki can come back from this. He's just too far behind. He's lost way too many workers. He's at well, he's half the workers of that of Polt. He's lost his natural. He's completely contained into his main. He doesn't have any really winning tech. He's getting 2 more barracks up, just trying to hold on, because of course that's what you want to do. A good scan goes off, the tank stays up, and obviously that siege tank absolutely critical to this defense right now. It is hard to push into even one tank. Now the second tank's out, that will help even more, but that Cloak Banshee coming forward, focusing down the tank, scans being forced everywhere from Nanaki. Of course, using all those scans means less mules, which means Polt is just going to have such better income. Both players are sieged up, but of course, Nanaki is confined into his main base. Polt behind this, getting up a 3rd command center, just constantly reinforcing, and can really just leave Nanaki contained in here, because look at the worker count difference, absolutely huge. And well, obviously quite a few SCVs being pulled off in order to repair. Near constantly scans going off here everywhere. Polt trying to get the scans to allow those siege tanks to really capitalize. Looks like one of Nanaki's tanks is going to get taken down there. Unfortunately, vision being granted by the Viking. A scan goes off, trying to pick off the Banshee as well. but too many tanks are getting killed now, and of course if you're losing that many tanks you do run into problems. There are still missile towers there though, so the Banshee does need to be careful, and well, still no more vision. That tank is getting repaired up as fast as possible. More scans forced from Nanaki. Polt doing just such an amazing job. He's so far ahead in terms of supply. He's now got 4 tanks up here, only a handful of Marines, but he's in a great spot, just pushing those tanks up ASAP. Knows the 2 tanks will be 1, the Marines there as well, and this is definitely going to be the crushing blow. There's nothing left for Nanaki. All 4 tanks drop, and there is the GG. So that was amazing play by Polt, just super devastating, absolutely perfect, and I hope you did enjoy. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like the video rather, and well, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.